Short-term gain and long-term pain. The phrase perfectly epitomizes Joe Biden's recent hostile acts against Europe and Russia. Yes, we're talking about the gas pipeline sabotage episode. Some might call it a strategic masterstroke, but the fact of the matter is that the EU and the US might soon become the staunchest rivals. Hi and welcome to TFIGlobal, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Atul Mishra. Let's begin. The Biden administration has set the cat among the pigeons by sabotaging the Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines. In Europe, it has sparked an anti-US movement. For instance, the German internet is inundated with anti-US posts in the aftermath of the pipeline explosions. Recently, the Germans were seen trending sanctions against the US hashtag on Twitter. The anger among the Germans against US is real, and it's obvious too. The American attack on the Russia-operated pipelines has seriously jeopardized Europe's energy security. Moreover, the bombing of the pipelines has also made Europe heavily dependent on US LNG imports. US LNG is unreasonably costlier than the natural gas imported through pipelines. After staying 7 days in YT jail, we are back. We don't know if they'll allow us to stay peacefully. We don't know when the next ban will be announced. And that's why you must download the TFI app. Apple users can simply go to the App Store, search for TFIGlobal and install the app. And since Google Play has banned us, Android users can download the app from the link in the description. We are in for a long haul, and only your support can help us fight this war. At a time when Europe is already grappling with soaring inflation, importing LNG from US is not considered a preferred option. All in all, the sabotage of the pipelines is terrible news for European economies. So it looks like 3 European nations have vowed to bring justice to the Europeans. Reuters on September 30th reported that the governments of Sweden, Denmark and Germany have joined hands to investigate the matter. Magdalena Andersson, Swedish Prime Minister, told a press conference, "It is, of course, important to establish what has happened, the cause of the leaks. We have today agreed that the police authorities in Sweden, Denmark and Germany should cooperate in order to clarify what has happened." The Prime Minister further said, Swedish police will cooperate with Danish and German counterparts to investigate what caused the explosions on the 2 gas pipelines in the Baltic Sea. Now, if an honest investigation takes place into the bombing of the Russian pipelines, USA might really see itself landing on a hot tin roof. For Germany, finding the real culprit behind the attacks is of extreme significance. The German economy is on ventilator support, and the economic crisis may even spur a political crisis in the country. So Olaf Scholz is in a precarious position. He urgently needs to find the main culprit and punish it, be it the US or UK. The fact of the matter is that the pipeline attack fiasco can permanently render US-Europe ties defunct. European nations are realizing that stripping Europe of its economic prosperity and fueling USA's economic growth at the expense of the EU is the ultimate objective of the Ukraine war. The results of the war are already visible. On one hand, US has become the top LNG exporter to Europe. On the other, US is also shamefully enticing crisis-ridden European companies into shifting their businesses to the US, where the business environment remains comparatively less hostile. As some geopolitical analysts see it, the pipeline attack might look like a strategic masterstroke on Biden's part. However, its long-term implications are disastrous for the US-Europe relations. The Nord Stream episode will sow the seeds of discord between the 2 powers, and once the Nord Stream pipelines go online again, Europe will simply shift back to the energy trade with Russia. Through sabotaging Nord Stream pipelines, Biden has achieved what Putin could not achieve over the last 2 decades. For the first time, anti-US sentiments are spreading in Europe like wildfire, and Putin is going to gain the most out of it. So once the Ukraine war is over, US and EU will not be seeing eye to eye on the Russian equation. EU will prefer Russia above the US, and Biden will be left with no other option than whining in pain.